What is going on, fellow traders? Welcome to the special edition of the Wolf Den Trader Takeaways. It's Wednesday, August 28th, and summer breeze. Trading is just phenomenal right now. We can feel the volatility coming back into small caps. Scanners were smoking this morning. Actually, not quite as much as yesterday, but it was a fantastic day. With that in mind, let's just go ahead and roll right up into executions. Rebecca, thank you so much. Now, let's go ahead and start with MICR. MICR was a nice play. The majority of the Wolf Den trading room caught this one, so you can hear the excitement in my voice. We just have a phenomenal group of guys, and we're growing stronger every single day. So a healthcare sector, 2.8 million shares outstanding. Closed today, 7.7 million shares on the market cap. I should say dollars market cap. You know how it works. Let's take a look at the Jumbotron. Trash. Now, sideways trash. We got a nice dump. I'm looking at the EPS. I'm looking at the relative volume. Take a look at this volume, right? Same thing every single day, baby. So 3-year chart, the volume today is only 2.4 million shares, right? But we want to know, is that relative? It is 94 times the relative 10-day trading average and 617 times the 90-day relative volume average. Look at the volume down here. Where is it? It all came in today, right? So this stock is in play. Now, with this special edition episode, I want to give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth look. Now, there's a lot of things that can go on with trading. This video is not going to be too long, but let's take a look. Now, look at today. This thing gapped up. Now, we only had minimal volume here. Here, look at my lines. Let's enhance. Thank you, Rebecca. In between 334, right, which is a DP. 341 is a LVN. Now, we didn't have too much volume up here, so this volume profile right here is not disrupted. Now, with that being said, I want to take you guys into the matrix. Now, I say that because a lot of guys in the room are like, how do you do it? How do you top tick? How do you bottom tick? How do you know? And they call me the matrix trader. They don't really call me that, but we've made references about it, and I'm just going to show you guys what I see when I'm in the matrix. So go pack a lunch, get permission from your moms and your dads, and let's go on this journey. You guys ready? Let's do it. So we're going to take a look real quick. We're just going to get rid of some of the noise. Noise. We're just going to get rid of this noise. Noise, not noise. We want that. We want to see the volume. So we're going to apply that. And then let's just go full matrix. Let's do this. Okay, welcome to the matrix. Now you guys are getting a first-hand look at what I like to see. The volume, I keep harping this all the time. Let's take a look at the integrity of the chart. Rebecca, enhance. Thank you so much. Rebecca also wants to say hello. She's just not available to speak right now, but she does know what we're doing, and she's very excited. Now, again, here we are. We're taking a gap up today into this region. Look at this volume profile. Look at this resistance. Let's enhance. Pow. Again, let's just get a little adjustment here, right? Because we want these lines nice and tight, baby. That's how we top tick. See, I still don't like it. We got to fix it. It's got to be perfect. There we go. Pow. Now, again, we're pushing up 341. Look at this resistance band. Enhance. Again, look at this resistance band. Enhance. Now, tick by tick, I want to know where's the pressure. Here it is right here. 340 to 360. This is an undisrupted volume profile. There might be a little bit of volume up in here. There's not much volume traded up in here, but there's Wolf Den volume right here. I can see it. Yeah, it's in there, right? A lot of guys in the room top ticking this one today. That's why we're excited to give you this exclusive look into how we do it. So here's the volume. Now, this is where we put our targets. We want to lean in. Look, we got the point of control. This is a 3-year point of control. You don't think that this is going to be in play today? 347, right? This is it. No more details on that. I just wanted to give back a little bit to the community. With that being said, let's go ahead and roll back to executions. Look at this volume, the uptick, downtick volume, massive selling pressure on the 15-minute candle. Here's the pivots. Again, look at the intraday volume profile. We just took a look at the 3-year HDF profile. Again, look at this massive selling pressure right here. Look at this downtick volume. This thing's destroyed. With that, let's roll to executions. Enhance. Now, here we are. We already established where the pressure is going to be, right? 340. Right here. 340, 360. Starting in at 338. taking at executions, as always, are right here. Throughout the day, we only had 28 executions, 75.5% passive liquidity today. Top taking this bad boy. Now I had my scaling strategy is, I don't want to go into my strategy. We do explain that in the room, but I had one more final size, final add up top at 358. Now why 358? Right here. This is the higher time frame resistance in relation to the current market. The current volume is the inertia. And that inertia is going to be accelerating into this right here. Right? So we have the current volume's acceleration into this inertia, which is trapped uptick volume. And once we collide, we have the opportunity to get the trigger and the confirmation in the real-time tape, and bam. That's how we do it. Now, we have a nice average. We had a little bit more shares up top. That's fine. We didn't get them, but this is fine. We're okay with this. We had like a 340. I don't remember the average exactly, but we had a phenomenal average right here. And again, look, I'm taking my first trim 1 quarter off right here at micro support. Micro support right here at 320. Now I want to take this opportunity to do something that we don't normally do. I want to pull up our moderator Elliot's chart. Shout out to Elliot. He's been modding this room phenomenally. This is one of the most intelligent guys I know. Basically, Elliot is like the Bobby Fischer of low float statistics. The guy is a genius. And also, not only does he have his finger on the pulse of the market, the guy lives in New York City. He goes to bed right in the heartbeat of the city. He's only a stone's throw away from New York Stock Exchange. I mean, this guy is a phenomenal guy, and we are lucky to have him in the room. Just a shout out to Elliot. Thank you for all you do, brother. Now, let's pull his chart up. Now, Rebecca, enhance. Rebecca, enhance. Enhance. Thank you so much. Now, we're really zooming in on this guy's chart, putting some pressure on him, but it's all right. He did a phenomenal job. Now, look at his strategy. The same principles. And I asked him, I said, Elliot, how'd you top tick that thing? He didn't even have any idea I'm doing this at the point when I asked him this. And he said, he went, like higher time frame, volume profile, resistance. And he looked at me like I was crazy because we see the matrix right here. This is how we top tick day after day. This is how we do it. Welcome to the matrix. Pack a lunch. Now, again, look at Elliot's first trim right here. He's trimming right here at micro support. Look at my first trim right here at micro support. Now, these are identical charts. We did not plan any of this, right? This is 931. Ding, ding, ding. We don't have time to make plans like this. This is just proof that the strategy works, and I'm just excited today. Elliot spent a little bit more time on this chart. He recycled. I did not, but look at his fills. He's taking profit here, and he's bottom ticking the chart right here at about 245. Right, so he's taking profit at 275, 245. Phenomenal trade, Elliot. Thanks for sharing. Back over to my executions. Where are we taking profit? 277 and 245. Right? We're just taking some of that low 247, and we're catching a couple fills right here as well. Phenomenal trade, but the main takeaway from this trade is that the matrix, baby. It's the integrity of the chart. We want to know where potential support and resistance is. That way we have these key levels and we know what to look for on the tape. We get confirmation on the tape. The tape, time and sales, level 2 are leading indicators, baby. Leading. Let the rest of the guys trade lag. We trade leading, right? We're the leading men. We're the Wolfpack crew, baby. And we're excited. This is the last video that I'm going to do consistently. We've been making public videos for a few months now. We've never missed a day. I think maybe we missed one Friday when I was out of town last Friday, but I've never missed a trade. We show every trade. We have integrity, transparency, and it's just a beautiful time for Wolf Trading. Now, with that being said, let's go over to the next trade, PSTV. PSTV was the float on this. I don't even think there is a float. There's 400,000 shares outstanding. Maybe there's like 15 shares on the float. 13 shares in the float. I'm joking. 453,000 shares outstanding. Sub $10 million cap. this thing is just ridiculous. I told the guys in the room, let's not trade this. This is garbage. But the range on it was enticing. Look at this range, and it is a garbage chart. They just had a recent 1 for 20 reverse split, I believe. But here's how I traded this, guys. Now, this is a $20 stock. I reduced my size down 90%. Okay, reduce my size down 90%. That means, right, because I have to reduce size down to my stop. Now, I'm not going to be able to trade this ticker that has a dollar spread. I'm not going to be able to trade it with the 20, 30-cent stop. I'm going to need $1 or $2 minimum. That's just what I need. I need percentages of the move, right? You have to trade. Every stock has its own personality, has its own range. Stops are in relation to range, right? Range is the only constant when choosing stops off of support and resistance. Now, so if I reduce my size down 90%, I'm taking a $20 stock and in theory turning it into a $2 stock. And that's how I set my mind frame on this trade. Right, so I just traded $2 stock. That's right in my wheelhouse. I can trade a $2 stock. We do it every day. So I'm leaning in here at 1921, $20, and then we're catching some 2098. Now, my size was normal size, but the theory of this is the same for you newer guys. I'm just breaking it down for newer guys, right? So I'm putting together my average, right? And then I'm calculating my risk to my risk reward on the targets. We caught some nice fills on this. Now with this small float and sometimes $1 plus spread, we feel very confident in our skill set based on these executions. Now this one right here was an out of bounds play. I had some ads up here and I broke one of my rules and I marketed out. I just didn't want to trade it anymore. The P&L got to me. It was just an awesome trade, and I just didn't want to be in this type of risk, so I took it off. I had targets again down here. This 1677 line is a decision point for us. Look how trashy this stock is. But let me just show you my lines real quick. There's that 1 for 50 reverse split on 8.5. Here's our lines. Again, right here, 1677. Here's our lines, 1677. And look where I'm taking profit, 1677. 1676, right there. That's where I'm taking profit. And that's where my final ads were, or my final covers were, right here. But obviously that didn't work out. I just wanted to get out of the trade. But same thing. We're using lines, and we do it every day. I'm excited to have you guys in this trade with us. LCI. Now, LCI was a New York Stock Exchange ticker. So out of the niche play, what do we do with an out of the niche play? We reduce size, right? In relation to our setup, in relation to our success rate. And then everything comes back to the R system, right? Setup number one, being your best setup, is going to have more risk. You're going to be able to offer more risk to that in theory because we have more reward potentials, if that makes sense. So here I am just kind of watching this tape. There was manipulation on LCI ticker, different type of manipulation than we're used to. We still identified it. It took me a little bit to get dialed in. I was not watching this tape all day, but I decided to, at this trend line break right here, I decided to take the opportunity to get in sub VWAP, which we normally do not do, but lots of range on this one. Stocks are going green to red. You know, this thing has the potential to go sub $6, but I did not know too much about the stock. I got in early. I put my ads in. Now it's time to take off some risk. I did an exhaustive stop or a trim stop. So I let this thing go against me at the mercy of the market. Not good, but we always want to catch the downside potential. So I did. I trimmed half the position outside the money off of my 832 average, I believe it was. And then again, coming down, taking another 25% off in the money here at 250. So I'm still red in the trade, but this thing's going to push against me. I had an 858 order out. This thing wedged a little bit. When this thing kind of wedged, I was expecting some expansion. I was expecting the discovery phase of this movement, which was right here, to be explosive. And I had an 858 and I had an 864 order out. I just barely missed it by 1 cent. Then we come down. That's okay. We come back up, and I catch the backside of this micro push, which is fine. Again, trimming off up above VWAP, expecting or hoping or wishing or whatever, thinking that this thing could push. Now, if this thing pushes, I'm short bias on it, but I still want to see more push. We want to see more range. We like range. We need range to make money. It's going to go up, so let's just let it go up and up and up and stay small green on the way up. Then we got that downside elevator ride, and that's what we want. And we cut a little mini ride right here to the 3rd floor. Emotional covers right here. Normally, I should be bottom taking this thing. Not satisfactory. Subpar executions down here. Now, I was red on the name, and emotions got to me. This is abnormal, but I'm just going to be honest. Emotions got to me. I had an 803 cover out. I flipped it. 811, I think. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I flipped a switch and I went guns hot on the way up. That's just me chasing the offer up, which we do not do. But I did it anyway. And then I had a 803 and I chased that one up too. Emotional executions right here. This is a green trade. We had a vengeance on that. We wanted to go green on this New York Stock Exchange ticker. Like I had something approved in New York, basically. Okay, and then RKDA. RKDA, we just been trading this thing for weeks and weeks and weeks. We're in bed with the name, it feels like. Shout out in the room. I said I wanted to put a starter on at 793, and then I had an 844. I had some size up here. This is a tricky play because it can squeeze. This thing can go from $7 to $11.50 in 78 seconds. It has that type of potential if they flip the switch. So we're always keeping an eye on the volume. Volume over price. Or volume over time. We always have volume over price. Volume over price being the volume profile. Right here. Okay. I like to keep track of the uptick and the downtick. The selling pressure is in purple. So look, I can get a good idea of where the shorts are. We missed an 844 right here. We're position playing this name. You guys have seen my recap, so I don't need to go into this one too much. And that's a swing trade. We're still in the swing and dang. We've been taking profit out of this one every single day. That's all my trades today, guys. Let's hop back over to the Wolf Trading Discord room. Just give a shout out to all of the members who made it through the first round and who are still with us. Congratulations. We are extremely excited to have you guys in the room, and we're just excited to see where this thing goes. We have such a tight niche group of guys, just phenomenal talent everywhere. Very, very excited. The open enrollment is closed, but we're applications based anyway, or at this point, from this point forward. If you're interested in the room, send me a message. My Twitter handle, hit me up on YouTube, or send our moderator, Elliot, a message as well. Here's what's on watch. Let's just go through this one last time, guys. DPW. DPW was a monster fade. Guys in the room catching this. Man, we had such a great day in the room today. I'm just so proud of the team. Guys in this catching this monster fade. EQ catching 301 fills. Phenomenal day. LCI, we had guys in this one going long. I was going short. We're making money both ways. RKDA, we just trade this thing every single day. We understand the manipulation. Really, the more in tune we can get with the algo, the better chances of success are. And the deal with RKDA is you got to be afraid to miss opportunities because you have to catch that buying exhaustion with the spread. Very difficult to trade, but we've been doing it every day. Just an algo. Right? We trade algos. Tops, low float, micro volume today. Nothing really special. We do have a DP up top here that we touched and faded. We had some guys in this one going long making money. We had some guys in the room going short on this one as well. OTLK, low volume push, end of day. Don't know too much about the name. I'm going to do some fundamental research on it tonight. MICR, this was just a monster fade. We had a 99% capture on that. Now that's from our highest sell to our lowest buy. But if you want a true capture percentage, you need to take the average of your sell orders, and then you need to take the average of all your buy orders, and then separate the difference between the higher day and lower day. And that's how you come up with the true capture percentage. And there will always be room for improvement on that. And that's what we want. We want constant, small improvements, just getting 1% better every single day. That's what it's all about. It's not about the money. It's about the performance. The money will come. SSNT, monster sell-off right here. This is day 1. Here's day 2. We love this play, especially we were talking about this one in the room. When we get a day 2 play like this, dead cat bounce, especially with, look at this volume, right? This is a majority of this volume that's acting as resistance is trapped uptick volume. There's still longs in this consolidation that want to get out. They have their bar mitzvah money in there. They have their college tuition, student loans from Sally Mae. These guys got money tied up in this consolidation. They want out. They want to break, and they want out for break even or better. We all do. We don't want to lose. Losing is part of the game, though. So I like to take the volume. That's the volume from the day. I remember when I did this calculation, there was only 700K traded on the name. And I take that. This is a pro tip for you now, baby. I take the amount of volume traded during the day and I divide that into the total day 1 volume. And that gives me a very important ratio. It gives me I call it the inertia ratio, right? How forceful is this push going up into resistance, right? Because you got to think about this, guys, take a step back, right? We're in the matrix. Eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just think of it this way. The force is the volume, right? Inertia, you guys know what inertia is the force. That's the volume. That's the power going into this resistance. And if you want to top and bottom tick trades, you have to understand what's going on. Acceleration, deceleration, stalling. You just got to think about it from a different perspective. And I know a lot of you guys already are, and there's far better traders out there. Anybody interested who wants to show me something, please leave some comments. We just want to get better. That's all we want to do. And then MDJH. MDJH, here's our higher time frame decision point line. Manipulation up top. Now this was a manipulation, technical manipulation. My eye is just catching this. I could be wrong. Look at this clean breakout. Barely any resistance at this major higher time frame decision point, which is where we're supposed to see resistance. So once we get a push through like that, I'm thinking technical manipulation. And then after that, they do a clean breakout. It doesn't even come back down to retest this line right here. And then we see a little chop, chop, chop. And then bam, they snap the bid, right? All the volume that it took this algo or this machine or this bank or this institution or whoever, this little mini hedge fund, it could be like 5 19-year-old kids in Toronto just smacking this thing around. You never know. But whoever smacked this down, they're trying to get out from their average buy on the way up. That's how manipulation works. From what I know, whoever pushed this has an average, and they want to sell into a higher average, right? And that's how they make money. It's simple. I could be wrong, but the minimal amount of resistance here at this decision point where there's supposed to be technical resistance just gives me an idea that there's a different type of manipulation. And then this thing just traded sideways, just bouncing around, ding, 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 between all our lines, right? Look how it's respecting these lines. Enhance. Thank you, Rebecca. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Right, so we have these lines from this morning. I remember like 357, all these lines getting respected all day long. We got these lines in pre-market. We always have these lines, right? How do we get these lines? From the matrix, baby. All right, guys, you have a great summer. Have a great Q2, great Q3, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Just be the best trader you can be, guys. And we really appreciate your ear. Any questions, comments, or concerns, give me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Thanks a lot, guys. Trade well.